Hello everyone, this is MJPWGaming and welcome to a tutorial series I'm going to be doing on Doom. Basically making a Call of Duty Zombies mode into Doom. It's going to be a really fun series, I think. I think it'll turn out really well. At least I hope so. I think it'll be good. But anyways, what we're going to be doing in this video, starting off the map, it's going to be straight off, there's nothing. I'm going to show you from nothing to something that's actually public. And straight off, like what I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to show you how to add the room, how to add the player start, how to add the points system, that's for zombies, as well as the starting points, and I believe that's what we're going to do just for this video, and then I'll move on to like wall buys and opening doors and such, sort of like zombies. So for this video, like I said, straight off, I'm going to show you pressing X, and this is going to pull up a big section of different sections of map that you can add in. This is really impressive. I like the way that they did this, especially like all of these options. Like, you could do so much with it. We just need something small for this. This may or may not be our original our ending spawn room in the end, but straight off we'll just start off with that. So I'm going to press accept, and then I'm going to press up on the D-pad, and this is our starting room. At least what we're going to start off with the basics. So pressing X again, you can see there's a lot of options and stuff using your top bumpers, and we're going to need player start. So this player start, you can put him anywhere in the map, doesn't really matter. I'm just going to drop him right here at this corner. And you can press down to drop to the floor. See, like the bottom red arrow, that's where he would be if you press down. So that's a good thing. And then press X to accept him there. And this is our guy. This is our player start. If you started the game right now, this is what you would have. This big room. So, like I said, what we're going to start off with is the points system. Press X. Go all the way over to AI, and then click on AI proxy. Now before I fully get started, the guy that actually came up with this, his link to his channel is going to be in the description, as well as his video. He may explain it a little bit better than me, but you know, starting off a whole series on building a map, I have to include it. So his tutorial and his channel is going to be in the description. I apologize, I cannot say his name for his channel correctly, and I didn't want to just completely butcher it. But yeah, it's going to be in the description. So, once you have your AI proxy, click it using your X. And so, this is going to be like, let's call this your zombie. So when your zombie is killed, it's going to pull up this thing, click it again, and you're going to need points. This is going to be basically saying, it says, when your zombie is killed, you get points. So since we don't have any other player resources, we're going to make a new one. And this resource, which is going to be the resource is money, the resource is giving towards us. So that's our basic line for when the enemies are killed, it gives us points. So just to straighten it out a little bit here, let's see. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then we're also going to have a side for like hurt, and it's going to be like, you know, when you shoot a zombie in the arm or something like that, you get 10 points. It's going to be sort of like that. But this is just for like when you kill the enemy. So press the plus, set your value at however much you want the actual enemy to give you when you kill it. So I'm going to set it to 100. Actually, I'm going to set it to 90, just so it would even out at 10 or at 100. Because if you put that at 100 and set your hurt to 10, when you actually kill them, it'll give you basically 110 points. And it'll probably get reduced eventually, but for now we're just going to set it to 90. So again, hit that, go to hurt, and then we click the money again, add. I don't know why it moved over there. I don't like that. Gonna move it back over here. And that's basically going to be our system for it being hurt. So when we hurt the enemy, it gives us 10 points. Now what you're going to also have to do, click on the hurt option, go to properties by pressing triangle for PlayStation 4, and set it to attacker, saying basically the attacker hurting the enemy is going to give you 10 points. That's basically what all of this means. So reading it from the left, killing the enemy gives you 100 points, and then hurting the enemy, or it gives you 90, and then this gives you 10. That's basically our whole system, our whole point system for zombies into Doom, all right there. Pretty simple, right? Yeah. So next up, I'm going to be showing you how to add your starting score. Click your player. For when you spawned in, click your money, and then have it on a set. So, click that. The value is what your set amount of points is going to actually be. So, I'm going to set it at 500 for our normal zombies games. That's normal, right? Now, it takes a little bit to get there. You can set it at whatever you honestly want. You don't have to do any of like this towards actual zombies. You could completely downgrade everything and make cost a lot less. And you could do it in your own unique fashion. But for now, I'm just going to sort of stick it a little bit similar towards zombies. I'm going to stick this right here. I stuck it right in the wall. Oh no. I hate doing that. There we go. Okay. I just like to keep it a little bit organized just because this stuff can get really, really messy depending on what you're actually doing. And the next thing I'm going to show you, are actually the last thing for this video, I'm going to show you like what it looks like on your HUD and how to get it to actually show on your HUD how many points, because you would want to see how many points you have in game. So go over to communication, go to HUD settings. You can stick this anywhere, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to stick it near all of our other starting options. And what you're going to have to do anyway, go ahead and click your player on spawned, click your HUD settings, and then set active. I'm just going to go ahead and drag this stuff over as well. Boop. Okay. So that basically tells the player when it starts, have your HUD ready. And then this, when I connected that over, that just basically says when it starts, have all of that to work. Obviously, because you need it all to work. So go to properties on the HUD settings. And what you're going to need to do, actually, I need to show you this before we actually get into that. See how I didn't name this because it says reference to player resource 0. it should say something else, but since I didn't name it anything, it wouldn't say anything. See how it says player resource 0? I'm going to go ahead and change it to points. So reference to points, apply. Going to go back to HUD settings just to show you that it's going to make it a lot easier in the long run, having its own title. So HUD settings in the top left, you can do this however you want. There's like 3 different options you can do. There's top left, top right, and then bottom. And this is all going to be up in the top left anyway. So top left, I'm going to put it on variable. In the variable, I'm going to go over to player resource and click on points. And if you want it to say points on your screen above the actual how many points you have in game, then you can change this to whatever you want. You can say like money, or you can say points, whatever you want to call it. It'll show that in your HUD on the game. So now it would say basically points and then the number of points right under it. And so the rest of it, if you don't want to have them, then you can set it to variable and then none. But there's a lot of different things you could actually add, and I may add like team score or leading players and such like that over time, just depends. But for now, like I said, I'm going to set it to variable, none. And then the bottom is going to be variable, none. Then click X to apply. And that is it for that. And so, since all of that is done, I'm going to set up some enemies for when I spawn in that I will do. And this is just going to be a test. This isn't going to be like the round based and such yet. Let's see. Just going to set them down. 3 enemies is good enough. And this is what it all looks like in this, and all of this won't show up in game, which is a good deal. So let's just hop in game. And here we go. You can see it says points 500. And you see I shot him, I only got 10 points. I shot him again, and I got 610. Now, bam. So the points and everything works perfectly. The HUD all works perfectly. Everything is starting to come together. And so, like I said, the next thing I'm going to work on is going to be like weapon buys, and then it's going to be the door buys. So that's going to be the next thing, so stay tuned, and this is going to turn out to be something special, I believe. And thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.